Now on Coast TV News.
Hundreds of flags honoring our heroes, local tributes along the coast, how Delmarva honored Veterans Day.
Plus, Harriet Tubman, military veteran, her posthumous promotion today.
This is Coast TV News at 6.
The 11th day of the 11th month, the Veterans Day celebrations on Delmarva and the heroes they honor. Good evening. I'm Madeline Overturf.
And I'm Christina DeRobertis. Welcome to our News at 6. We begin tonight with stars and stripes blowing in the wind, a day for our veterans here on the coast and across the nation.
First, we'll take you to Lewis. If you've driven along Kings Highway recently, you've probably seen the hundreds of American flags outside the Cape Henlopen School District. Flags for Heroes is what that display is called. And today, those heroes were honored. Coast TV News reporter Emma Aiken shows us what this means to our veterans.
On the 11th hour of the 11th day of the 11th month, the community came together to honor veterans on their day. 500 flags on display called Flags for Heroes, and a ceremony for those who served. John Lee is one of those heroes. He flew in from California to make sure he saw the ceremony.
It's very important because we have so many veterans who were a lot less fortunate than I was, who are still suffering from mental and physical distress.
The display, put on by the Lewis-Rehoboth Beach Rotary Club, also gives back to the community with the money they raise.
It's vital to this community.
Out of the 500 flags, each one has a medallion that members in the community can get by donating $50, and each medallion can be dedicated to a hero or multiple heroes, and after the event, the person who donated will get the medallion back to keep. The money from the medallions gets dispersed to various nonprofits and scholarships in the area. This is an important outlet for veteran Scott Beagle.
It gives an opportunity for people to do something to honor the veterans, whereas they wouldn't really have any other outlet to do that.
Stars and stripes for hundreds of heroes on this Veterans Day. In Lewis, I'm Emma Aiken, Coast TV News.
Veterans Day was established in 1919 as Armistice Day to commemorate the end of World War I. It was officially recognized as a national holiday in 1938, and in 1954, Congress changed the name to Veterans Day to honor veterans of all wars.
To Millsboro now, the American Legion Post 28 honored troops from all branches of the military with a Veterans Day ceremony. Events kicked off with a gun salute to military members. Then the Legion showed appreciation with a chili lunch, cake, and a patriotic songs. The commander of the American Legion says the Legion has become a place for comfort and community for fellow veterans.
A lot of those fellows and ladies have issues from serving, and this is a good place. We can help them no matter what, whether it's, financially, mentally. We can do a lot of things for our veterans.
Veterans were also honored in Rehoboth Beach through music. The Veterans of Foreign Wars Post 7447 held a Veterans Day concert and laying of wreaths at the Rehoboth Beach Bandstand. Veterans in attendance say it's become a tradition to visit the monument in honor of service members.
Behind me is a monument dedicated to 4 of our flyers that died in service to our country. And so since then, for as long as I can remember coming up here, we always pay tribute to our down flyers.
It means a lot to us, and obviously the ones that have given this, total sacrifice, it's really paying tribute to them as well.
Rehoboth's annual event also paid tributes to all branches of the military.
17 very special veterans were celebrated and honored in Dover today. The Complete Care at Silver Lake Nursing Home in Dover honored 17 seniors and 4 staff members with a ceremony and a luncheon. As part of their ongoing tribute, the senior care facility will be adding photos of those honored today to their wall of veterans.
Showing their gratitude, pushing things forward, that allows them to be able to feel those emotions, some good, some bad, but to push things forward and to celebrate them because we need to be celebrated.
While veterans were celebrated today, the facility says they're dedicated to honoring their service members every day.
In Wicomico County, a ceremony recognized veterans and also honored those who are still missing in action. Members of the local JROTC were at today's event at the Civic Center to honor those who have already served, as they also consider their own possible careers in the armed forces.
Also this Veterans Day, Harriet Tubman becomes a one-star general. She led many to freedom and served the Union Army during the Civil War. Maryland Governor Wes Moore and the Maryland National Guard made this historic tribute on Delmarva. Harriet Tubman, who was born into slavery more than 100 years ago in Dorchester, Maryland, escaped to freedom and returned many times to guide others along the Underground Railroad. Despite her legacy of bravery and sacrifice, Tubman was never given an official rank or a title until today.
And today, we honor that legacy with an honor that puts on paper what we've always known in our hearts, that our leader in acts deserved a star on her shoulder the whole time.
Tubman also volunteered with the U.S. Army, gathering intelligence for a raid that freed 700 enslaved people. Family descendant Ernestine Wyatt says this new military tribute honors Tubman's lasting legacy.
Her life has been an inspiration, throughout, the generations.
Governor Moore calls Tubman's recognition a reminder of Maryland's complex history.
The Eastern Shore was not just the birthplace, but the Eastern Shore was really a place that served as a foundation for not just a lot of the pain that this country has seen, but a lot of the progress that the country's seen. So I think it was important to be here, to be back here, and to celebrate that.
A hero's new honor on the Eastern Shore. According to the Harriet Tubman Underground Railroad Byway, Tubman was the first Black woman to serve the U.S. military in combat.
And today's promotion and recognition happened at the National Historic Park in Tubman's name in Church Creek. If you haven't been there, it's a fantastic museum that's open to the public right there in Dorchester County. This Veterans Day, the Tunnel to Towers Foundation has paid off the mortgage of a fallen veteran's family. The organization says Army Sergeant Kent Montgomery died in 2023 from cancer that was likely caused by environmental hazards during his service in Kuwait. Montgomery, a decorated combat engineer, served in Bosnia and Operation Enduring Freedom. He is survived by his wife Jennifer and their 2 children. And we actually have their story right now on CoastTV.com.
And this brings us right into our Coast TV poll. We want to know, how do you honor Veterans Day?
Let's take a look at the updated results from last news hour. If you look at your screen here, you can see 54% say they post gratitude online. I've seen a lot of that today. 24% say spending time with veterans, 11% say donating, 11% say attending a ceremony.
And if you haven't voted yet, you still can do that. Just go to CoastTV.com or use our mobile app. We'll have updated results for you tonight on Coast TV News at 11.
And from all of us here at Coast TV News, thank you to our veteran viewers and those who served our country. We so deeply appreciate you.
We're taking a live look now outside into the Ocean City area, and our first alert chief meteorologist Paul Williams will join us with the forecast. Hey there, Paul.
Hey there, Christina, and hey there, Rain. Thanks for showing up last night and early this morning. We needed you desperately. And we need more, by the way, Mother Nature, in case you're taking orders. By the way, the folks that were at the veteran celebration that I attended, they wanted me to put that out there in the atmosphere. So there we go. Our Tyndall's casual furniture camera in Laurel, 63 degrees, will drop to 60 degrees under mostly clear skies. We received a half an inch of rain and a good deal of all of Delmarva, but we've been dry for so long. We are under what's called a severe drought. So it's going to help, and it has helped. But as far as being not placed under this, it's going to take a little more rain than that, because you got to remember something. For the month, we've only received officially just over a quarter of an inch. But for the year, we are shy by more than 7.5 inches.
All right, Paul, thank you. And we are just getting started this evening.
Still ahead, much needed rain across Delmarva, but we aren't out of the woods just yet.
But first, medical marijuana, how one company is working to provide veterans with what they call holistic healing. We have that story when we are back in just 60 seconds.
It's Black Friday at Johnny Janosik's Mattress World. Get a free adjustable base with any mattress purchase of $19.99 or more, plus free delivery and free removal of your old mattress. Black Friday savings are going on now at Johnny Janosik.
Hey homeowners, are you thinking of transforming the exterior of your home? I'm Brendan with CR3 American Exteriors. Our team knows how to turn your vision into reality. Plus, every project is backed by the CR3 Service Guarantee. Right now, enjoy special financing with 0 payments until 2025 and save 20% on any new roof. CR3 is proud to have earned countless 5-star reviews from homeowners all across Delmarva. Visit CR3 DMV today or contact us at 410-842-2718 for your free estimate.
It's Black Friday at Johnny Janosik's Mattress World. Get a free adjustable base with any mattress purchase of $19.99 or more, plus free delivery and free removal of your old mattress. Black Friday savings are going on now at Johnny Janosik.
This is Coast TV News at 6.
A sign showing dispensary rules. It's a place one company hopes to see more veterans.
The company works to bring a holistic approach to veterans as they readjust to society. And as Coast TV reporter Zakia Jennings shows us today, it's highlighting a program called Weed for Warriors.
Working behind the desk at what was Columbia Care, a medical marijuana dispensary that is now known as the Cannabis Company. Carrie Stan says they're just trying to serve those who served our country.
We focus on things such as, empowering veteran customers, employees, raising awareness for different veteran causes throughout the year.
The Cannabis Company has hosted a donation drive campaign. Customers could donate $1, $5, or $10 with their own marijuana purchase, which goes to Weed for Warriors Project, an organization that advocates for medical marijuana for veterans. Sean Jones, a U.S. Marine veteran, is all for it.
Medical marijuana has been a great asset, either on its own or in conjunction with the medication.
He says medication and healing for vets is not one size fits all.
The medical marijuana has been a godsend. It really has. And I just wish that they had been more on top of the research from the beginning.
Jones keeps his card on him at all times and encourages vets to look at different healing methods.
A number of veterans shared with Coast TV that medical marijuana really does make a difference for them. And while the Cannabis Company's campaign does end today, you can learn more about making donations at coasttv.com. In Millsboro, I'm Zakia Jennings, Coast TV News.
Now that we've had a little bit of rain, are we in for the drought status to be lifted or not? We'll explain all that in your full forecast coming up.
We salute the men and women of our armed forces.
Why wait? Black Friday starts now at Furnitureland. Shop trend without the spend. Recliners just $2.99. Two-piece sleeper storage sectionals just $9.99. Furnitureland. In style, in stock, in your home today.
At All Mobility, we keep you moving. Whether it's wheelchair-accessible vans, scooters, home ramps, or lift chairs, we've got the perfect mobility solution for you. Our experts will help customize options to fit your needs and lifestyle so you can stay independent and active. Scooters, ramps, vans, and more. Get moving with All Mobility. Come see us today or schedule a home consultation. allmobilitystore.com.
In 1925, a simple bank ledger began journaling the transactions of life in Willards, Maryland. New houses, barns, and farm equipment. Growing families and businesses both big and small. A record through time of hardship and prosperity. 100 years ago, the founding of the Farmers Bank of Willards was vital to the town. 100 years later, banking has changed, but the Farmers Bank remains steadfast in its original mission, keeping and reinvesting millions of dollars right here for the benefit of our communities.
The race to the top 50 sales drive continues at Preston Ford. Save up to $8,000 off MSRP on a new 2024 Ford Edge. Embrace the future with savings up to $5,000 off MSRP on 2024 Mustang Mach-E's. We have nearly 1,000 new Fords on the lot, all priced to sell fast. But hurry in as the inventory moves fast during our race to the top 50 in the nation. Check out the entire selection at PrestonFord.com. And remember, cars cost less in Preston.
Hi, I'm Bill Whaley, inventor of the porch protection system. I want to talk a little bit about the extra space that can be created with the porch protection system. You can use that extra space for exercise equipment, pets, children, fireplaces. It's all marine grade materials. They're really easy to roll up and down. It also holds heat and air conditioning equally well. Start creating that extra space at your house today.
Call or visit porchprotection.com for your free quote.
Why wait? Black Friday starts now at Furnitureland. Shop trend without the spend. Sofas, $388. 3-piece sectionals, $999. 5-piece dining sets, $488. Furnitureland. In style, in stock, in your home today.
Get ready, Delmarva. Excitement and incredible savings have arrived at Gateway Subaru. Save up to $3,200 on a new 2025 Subaru Outback with financing rates as low as 1.9% for 48 months. Or save up to $2,300 off a new 2024 Subaru Crosstrek with financing rates as low as 1.9% for 48 months. And be among the first to drive the all-new 2025 Subaru Forester. Stop in and reserve yours today. Gateway Subaru, just minutes from the beaches in the heart of Delmarva. Higher standards.
Before I even get started, one personal note, thank you to all the troops. We could never thank you enough for the sacrifices that you've made, or those who have made the ultimate sacrifice, and the families that are connected. I thank you from the bottom of my heart, and I am from a military family, so I understand, and I thank you, thank you, thank you. Now, thank you, Mother Nature, for finally giving us some rain, okay? We're looking at for last night, but not enough to maybe pull us out of that drought situation. Our Hershey's exterior camera will drop out to 60 degrees under mostly clear skies, but here are the headlines. 44 days without rainfall, but the official status will be updated officially on Thursday. We're about to get real cold, like near freezing cold, particularly Wednesday morning. And the fire danger is still looming, especially for Tuesday. The latest warning or advisory or concern from the National Weather Service just issued this afternoon. We had about a half inch of rain, Ocean City, and that was generally what hit most of our locations. But finally, the much needed rain. We had 3/4 of an inch, for example, in Laurel. They were the big shots. Everybody else, about a half an inch or a little bit below that. Well, no, a little bit above that, actually. We had in Georgetown 0.55, 0.51, just a skosh over half an inch in Rehoboth. But our drought monitor, we are still listed as severe, and it's updated every Thursday. So we had a half an inch of rain. I don't know if it's enough to really change our status. We have a 24% chance of rain on Thursday. Then we dwindle back down to 2, 3, 1% in other locations. Then you add in the winds. You see, we have this small craft advisory in effect until Wednesday, 6 o'clock, 25 mile per hour winds along the coast for just about all of the Delmarva Peninsula, even all the way over into Cambridge. Those folks view us a lot there as well. But it's just breezy throughout the Northeast in general, along with the cold front pushing through. So the temps are dropping. It's becoming breezy. So we're still in that dry out pattern. We had 31 mile per hour wind gusts recorded in Ocean City as well as Georgetown. So we want to track those winds. By 4:30 in the morning, they're going to be pushing out of the northwest at about 22 miles per hour along the coast. Then they pick up momentum quickly for us. Tuesday, 3 o'clock in the afternoon, we're talking 30 mile per hour wind gusts and then directly out of the north for the evening hour. So that's a drying out aspect as well. Temps are in the 60s for right now. But we start off in the 30s and we'll end up in the 40s by mid-morning and peak at only about 50 degrees for Wednesday in the northern portions of our viewing area. We start off at 39 right along this highway from Berlin down to Pocomoke City, and we'll only peak to 51 by the afternoon hours. Here's a look at your extended forecast. Please take note of this. 36 Wednesday morning, 38 Thursday morning before we come back to sanity into the weekend.
All right, Paul, thank you. And as Paul just showed us the rain, it finally came. And for the Inland Bays Garden Center, they say that helped their plants significantly. They're hopeful that not as many plants have to go to what's called the emergency room. That's where plants are taken care of if they're in need of help.
It's been difficult here at the Garden Center because plants in pots will require a lot more attention and, of course, a lot more watering. So the rain was definitely godsend for us down here at Inland Bays.
And a reminder, despite the new rainfall, a burn ban is still in effect in Worcester, Wycomico, and Sussex counties, so no bonfires just yet.
Work on the Millsboro bypass is making some big progress. The work is going to close off lanes on Route 113 and Route 20 in the coming days. Anthony Triola is working on the project, and he says the colder months shouldn't slow down the progress too much.
With the cold weather, don't really stop anything. It might slow down progress in the morning with the frost, but if they could throw down salt or the sun comes up and burns off like the frost, it won't stop. We'll just keep going.
The entire overpass is expected to be complete by summer 2025.
Delmarva Sports Network from the Wawa Studios.
Good evening, sports fans. Only 4 teams remain in the Delaware Girls Volleyball State Tournament. Right now, the #1 seeded Padua Academy is battling #5 St. Mark's at the Bob Carpenter Center at the University of Delaware. Then in the second semifinal, #3 seeded Tower Hill matching up with #2 Ursuline at 7:30 tonight. Find out which teams advance to the state championship tonight on DSN's The Final Score at 10:30 p.m. And 3 local Maryland soccer teams are aiming to keep their dream seasons alive this Saturday. In the 2A Girls Soccer State Finals, Queen Anne's County meets up with C. Milton Wright at noon after a 1-0 win in PKs over Century in the semifinals over the weekend. And in the 2A Boys Soccer State Championship, Parkside clashes with C. Milton Wright at 2:30 p.m. after a 2-0 win over Century. And in the 1A Girls Soccer title game, Mardella takes on Liberty at 5 p.m. after a 1-0 win over Brunswick. All those state championships happening at Loyola University in Baltimore. And Wednesday in the Delaware Boys Soccer State Semis, Cesar Rodney taking on Del Castle in D1 and Sussex Academy facing Caravel in D2. That'll do it for sports. Have a great night.
Soaring Over the Shore is brought to you by Morse Roofing and Siding.
A solemn place of honor, the Delaware Veterans Memorial Cemetery in Millsboro fulfills its mission to serve those who served us. The Delaware Veterans Memorial Cemetery is the final resting place to over 6,000 First State heroes and their spouses. It opened in 1999 and has room for 100,000 veterans. The Millsboro site is a solemn, of course, but also full of patriotism place and gratitude for the men and women who dedicated their lives to service. The 6-man crew works hard here to keep these hallowed grounds in tip-top shape, a fitting final tribute to our hometown heroes.
Tommy K. Morse was recently nominated as one of the top 5 female roofing professionals in the U.S. and Canada, and Morse Roofing and Siding was voted as the best roofing company in Sussex County for the last 5 years in a row.
Thank you, Sussex County.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Serving Sussex County, there's good.
There's better.
And then there's Morse.
Feel the magic of the season as you wander your way through an immersive winter wonderland at Ocean City, Maryland's Winterfest of Lights. Let imagination flourish at Northside Park with thousands of twinkling lights and larger-than-life animated Christmas scenes. Sip hot chocolate, snap a photo with Santa, and enjoy the array of holiday exhibits under the illuminating holiday lights. Find your magic at Winterfest of Lights, an Ocean City, Maryland family tradition. Open November 21st through December 31st. Get tickets at OCOcean.com or Northside Park.
WRDE First Alert Weather, brought to you by Ocean City, Maryland.
It's Black Friday at Johnny Janosick's Mattress World. Get a free adjustable base with any mattress purchase of $19.99 or more, plus free delivery and free removal of your old mattress. Black Friday savings are going on now at Johnny Janosick.
Honor, respect, and trust your roof to Valor. This month, in honor of our nation's veterans, replace your roof and save 50% off all materials, plus no payments till 2026 with promo code SALUTE2SERVICE.
833-83-VALOR.
If your family's anything like mine, life brings in dirt and messes.
Touchdown!
Yes! Yes! Oh! Sit back, relax, and leave the deep cleaning to the pros. Your home isn't clean until it's Stanley Steamer Clean.
Stanley Steamer gets your home cleaner.
This month, Valor Roofing honors our nation's veterans with our Salute to Service program. Replace your roof, save 50% off materials, no payments until 2026 with promo code SALUTE2SERVICE.
833-83-VALOR.
It's Black Friday at Johnny Janosik's Mattress World. Get a free adjustable base with any mattress purchase of $19.99 or more, plus free delivery and free removal of your old mattress. Black Friday savings are going on now at Johnny Janosic.
Over 14,000 people per day are affected by water damage in their home or business. Even a small leak from a water heater, washer, refrigerator line, or even HVAC drain can cause lasting damage. Response time is critical. Paul Davis has a team of certified experts on call 24/7 to stop the water, mitigate damage, and work directly with your insurance to quickly restore your home or business. If you see peeling paint, stains, mold, or smell a musty odor, call Paul Davis Restoration and Home Remodeling.
Weather is sponsored by Paul Davis Restoration, your storm damage experts, here to help now.
We're thankful for the rain we've received, but we're going to be dry for the rest of the night, dropping to 60 degrees. That's courtesy of our Boardwalk Plaza camera in Rehoboth. We're still under severe drought, so please keep that in mind. We need to keep in mind that the burn ban is still in effect. Our umbrella winner is Dave Heffline of Millsboro. Congratulations. And you can keep up with your forecast by calling our weather line, sponsored by the law offices of Baird, Mandalas, Brockstedt, and Federico. And finally, here's a look at your Paul Davis Restoration Home Remodeling exclusive 10-day forecast. Really cold Wednesday and Thursday morning.
Paul, thank you, and thanks for joining us here for Coast TV News at 6.
For more news and local weather, you can download our Coast TV News app.
The NBC Nightly News is up next.
And we'll see you later tonight for Coast TV News at 11. Have a great evening.